Join me in a conversation with Austin environmentalist and UT sociology professor Scott Swearingen and his student Joy as they discuss the magic of the Barton Springs Drum Circle.
And it was 16 years ago, right? I didn't even have a cell phone, and half my friends didn't have cell phones. So there was this thing called Facebook. And I thought, well, I'll start a Facebook page, and like there would be 10 or 20 of us, and then we could PM each other back and forth because we didn't have phones yet. That thing just sort of got more and more and more people, and then more and more people started showing up at the tree, and it sort of morphed into this sort of monster that it is now, right? When we play inside or on 6th Street, it's cool, it's fun, but there's just that vibe of being out there underneath a 90-year-old pecan tree is just amazing. And to have all the sounds together, and when people do come together and start in training, who was the drummer for the Grateful Dead? He's the one that talked about this. But his book, he talks about in training, this notion that as people start to play together, it takes several minutes, but eventually everybody's mind sort of starts getting in the same place, and you start playing with each other. And that's the communal aspect. When that happens, you're creating a community.
I had just gotten out of a toxic relationship, which was a good thing, but because of that, I had lost a few friendships. But pretty much, I was alone in Austin. I had no one. I was living alone. I started going out into nature more, meditating more. Immediately upon going to the drum circle for the first time, it was definitely a new space, and I was very shy, but I just sat down, closed my eyes, and I was so captivated by the drums. I had never felt anything like that in my life before. I felt like deep inside me there was something that was resonating with the drums. There's something about the drum circle that just feels so primal and so magical. I started meeting people, and that's actually also how I started going by my name, Joy. It's my middle name, but I just decided to drop my first name, and I started growing with the drum circle. Every Sunday I would go back and I would connect more with the drums. A few Sundays in, it took me about a month before I was comfortable dancing. Yeah. And then I got comfortable dancing, and now when I go to the drum circle, I dance my ass off.
Not just Joy, but others who get out there and the music propels their bodies. And Joy's body will just catapult through the drums and out underneath the tree and just start going. Whoop, yep, there went Joy. The catapult just went, and as she's out there going out. I mean, there's a lot of it. I just think your mind sort of goes away, and you're just in that state of sort of ecstatic movement.
Oh, when I'm at the drum circle, like when I'm drumming or dancing, I'm not here. I'm in another dimension. I had never danced in my life. I just thought I wasn't a dancer. You know, there's dancers, there's musicians, and I'm not either of those. And the drum circle showed me you don't need to know how to dance. You can go out there, flail your body around, and that's okay. And once I started getting comfortable with that, not caring about how I was being perceived, I just was able to strip away so much and just explore movement in a way that I had never explored before. And same with drumming. I thought I wasn't a musician, and yet I was able to pick up a drum and connect with it and play it like I had never thought I could play.
Like, how else in the world can you experience this?
Yeah.
Just the physical plus the oral plus the mental plus when the dancing happens, there's the sight aspect, and it's all going together. The noise that comes out of a drum is not just sound, it's feeling. You feel those
the vibrations
in your body.
I think it's important to note that another reason why the drum circle is able to stay as magical as it is because it's free. People of any different lifestyle come to this.
We have homeless people who come.
We have a ton of homeless people who come, and they're able to drum right next to people working in the tech industry. And there's no hierarchy. We all feel like a family. It's magical because we all just decide to come together to be free, to make music, to love each other, and to just express ourselves. There's no hidden incentive. We've got to have those spaces that are free and they're just meant for people to be themselves.
Which is what the park is. I mean, that's what Zilker Park is, and that's what the tree is. It's a kind of lighting that's there. It's that part of the world that's there. Those come first. The nature's there. Humans are part of nature. Our modern society makes us think we're not, but we are. What I think that our drum circle at the tree and the full moons do is really, really reconnect you. And
it reminds you who you actually are.
And
it reminds you you're just an animal.
Yeah.
And that, like...
And that you've got bare feet touching the soil.
Yeah.
And you've got bare skin feeling the air. And you've got eyes seeing the moonlight coming in. Humans need to lose their self more.
The drum circle opened up so many different things for me. I knew that there was a group of people that had my back. The community is so open-minded, and before I knew it, a couple months in, I knew everybody there, and it was like every Sunday was like my little family reunion, and I would just go hang out with my family. I will forever be grateful for what it's done in my life. I'm not a shy little person anymore. I'm so confident in myself, and I don't care about how I'm being perceived all the time. It really broke me free of a lot of social anxiety that I thought I would never be free from. And it showed me a way of loving that I didn't know was possible, you know, like being able to deeply love someone that you just met.
And there's smiles, and there's so many smiles. Joy's grown a lot from it. I have always said for years, that's my therapy. I have to teach a class that can be depressing at times because it's about climate change and global warming. And so I'll go down there on Sunday. It's magic. I mean, I don't think about depressing shit. I don't think about sadness. I don't think about elderly relatives who are in the hospital, you know, all the daily problems that occur in life. When we go down there on Sunday or the full moon, man, once the sound starts, all that just disappears. You're in the zone. You're in the middle of a thing that is, at its best, bigger than the people in it.
The drum circle showed me that, like, at the end of the day, as long as I have music and I've got my drum and I've got my community,
that's the life.
That's what matters. That is when I feel most alive, is when I'm drumming or when I'm dancing. And as long as I can do that, like, I'm gonna live an amazing life.
That's it.